Okay, so in my last video, I talked all about the lifetime ISA and how it's actually a really decent option in buying your first house. But wait, I hear you ask, what about the Help to Buy ISA? Isn't that a really good option for buying my first house too? Do not worry, this is exactly what this video is for. Hi, I'm Charles and I make videos on how to make, save and invest your money well. If that interests you, do click the subscribe button below to be notified when I upload. So let's break this down into three key areas. Firstly, let's cover a little bit of an introduction into the Help to Buy ISA and a little refresher into the Lifetime ISA if you didn't watch the previous video. Secondly, we'll cover more of a direct comparison between the two of them and some of the key differences there. And thirdly, we'll cover which product is more right for you and actually how that decision may have already been made for you. So let's start with a little bit of an introduction into each product, starting with the Help to Buy ISA. Now the Help to Buy ISA is pretty much what it says on the tin. It helps you buy a house. Simple. There's a few other key things to know. So when you opened a Help to Buy ISA, you had to be 16 years or over, and it also has to be your first home. You can put in a maximum of £2,400 a year, although in the first year you can put in an extra £1,000, so technically £3,400 in year one, and the government tops up 25% on your savings for a maximal bonus of £3,000 in total. You can use it on a house up to 450k in London, or if you're outside of London it's up to 250k. You get paid the bonus when you actually buy the house, and the funds are available on completion. If you withdraw any of the money from your Help to Buy ISA, there's no charges, so nothing to worry about there. But then you also don't get the bonus. And the key thing about the Help to Buy ISA is it's actually no longer available to open. So if you don't have one already, you'll be looking at the next product, the Lifetime ISA. So that was a little summary of the Help to Buy ISA and some key things to know. Let's talk a little bit more about the Lifetime ISA and a quick refresher on that. Here's the key points. Firstly, you've got to be between 18 and 40 years old, and you've got to be saving for your first house or potentially for retirement, but do check the details. You can put in £4,000 per year and get a very tasty 25% bonus every single time you make a contribution. You can use it to buy a home worth up to £450,000 anywhere in the country. The bonus is paid each month and the funds are available on exchange, so when you exchange the money. The key downside of the Lifetime ISA is that if you decide to take out the money from a Lifetime ISA, there is what it roughly equates to a 6% fee when you take the bonus into account if you decide to withdraw the money before you're 60 or if you don't use it to buy a house. Because of coronavirus, the government is doing something where basically that net fee is zero until April 2021. But that's the key thing. If you take the money out of a Lifetime ISA for anything else other than a house or retirement, there is effectively a fee, and so you would make a loss unless the interest in that account makes up for it. That's a quick introduction to the Help to Buy ISA and a quick introduction into the Lifetime ISA. So now we know roughly what's involved, let's have a look at some key differences, because this is where things get a little bit more interesting. So the first key difference between the Help to Buy ISA and the Lifetime ISA is the amount that you can put in. In the Help to Buy ISA, you can put in £2,400 each year, £3,400 in the first year, aside from that £2,400 each year. And then with the Lifetime ISA, you can put in up to £4,000 each year. So from a bonus point of view, what that means is with the Help to Buy ISA, you'll get £600 bonus each year effectively. And then with the Lifetime ISA, you can get up to £1,000 bonus each year. So it's quite a bit better in that regard. Secondly, the fee if you decide to withdraw. So with the Help to Buy ISA, if you decide, actually, do you know, I'm not going to go and buy a house, I'm going to go and buy a car, or I'm going to buy a new laptop or anything like that. If you take the money out of a Help to Buy ISA, then there's actually no fee you need to pay. You don't get the bonus either, but anything you put in, plus maybe a little bit of interest, you'll be able to get back. With the Lifetime ISA, this is the key difference. So if you decide you're not going to buy a house and you're not going to use it for retirement, you'll get that net 6% fee to be aware of. Difference number 3. With the Help to Buy ISA, if you've got one open now and you've got some money in it, next week, next month, technically you could use it to buy a house. With a Lifetime ISA, if you don't have one already, you have to have the Lifetime ISA for a year before you're allowed to use it to buy a house. Just the way it is. Difference number 4, with the Help to Buy ISA, there's actually a limit on the house value that you can use it to buy outside of London. So outside of London it's 250k, inside of London it's 450k. With the lifetime ISA, it's 450k inside or outside of London. Super. Hopefully that's a really in-depth comparison between the two, covering some of the key points. Now, you may be thinking, okay, which is the better product for me? Which should I open? Should I transfer from the Help to Buy ISA to the lifetime ISA? That's what we'll cover now. So which product is right for you? Well, in some ways this is the simplest part of the video, because if you don't already have a Help to Buy ISA, you'll be looking at a lifetime ISA, because practically you can't open a Help to Buy ISA anymore. If you do have a Help to Buy ISA though, no worries, you can continue contributing it until 2029 and you can use it to buy a house up until the start of December 2030. So maybe you've got a Help to Buy ISA and you're thinking, should I transfer that across to my lifetime ISA? This is a little bit more complicated. It sort of depends on a few things. If you want to open your house in the next year or the next few months, use the Help to Buy ISA. Don't worry about a lifetime ISA because you have to have that for a year. If you're thinking, okay, I'm going to use it in the next few years, I'm definitely going to buy a house, I would start transferring your money from the Help to Buy ISA over to the lifetime ISA. There's no problems or queries or issues around having both open at the same time. You can only use one to get the bonus, but I would start moving the Help to Buy money into the lifetime ISA money, because if you're definitely going to use it to buy a house, the limit is much higher, the amount you can put in each year at £4,000, and therefore the bonus is going to be much higher too. It's also more convenient because in the lifetime ISA, the bonus on the account automatically applies every time you make a contribution into the account, whereas the Help to Buy ISA, you get the bonus towards the end of the process, so it's just a little bit more convenient because you get the bonus earlier. So if you're thinking of opening a lifetime ISA and you know for sure that you're going to be buying a house in the next few years, I'd either start moving money from the Help to Buy ISA into the lifetime ISA, max out that £4,000 limit, or if you don't have a Help to Buy ISA, open the lifetime ISA and start maxing out that limit. You can choose between a cash or stocks and shares lifetime ISA. Watch the previous video for some more information on that, but hopefully that answers a lot of your questions. If you've got any further questions, do drop them in the comments below. If you can give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. And also let me know if there's any other financial based content you'd like to see. I'm more than happy to cover it. Thanks so much.